Hi beautiful, in this video I am going to teach you how you can add an extra $1,000 each month to your beauty business, if not an extra $2,000 or $3,000. When I first started my beauty business 6 years ago, I remember so clearly Googling this exact question or Googling things like how can I increase my revenue, how can I make more money in my beauty business. And some of the advice that I got online was super helpful and other advice didn't help me all that much. So I'm just going to cut through it and I'm just going to give you 3 tips that are truly going to help you increase your revenue without making lots of extra work for you and burning you out. Tip number 1 is to increase your average service income price by packaging services together strategically. And I said strategically because we don't want 2 services that are going to contradict each other. For example, we don't want a package that includes a lash lift and a lash full set. But what we do want is a package that includes a lash lift and a brow lamination because they go hand in hand and they can be done at the same time, whereas the lash extension full set and the lash lift cannot be done at the same time. So now that we have packaged services together that are going to work well together, what we want to do is come up with a price and make it super valuable for the client. A package that I literally used to have in my salon was called the Clean Girl package, and it was a brow lamination and a lash lift together. Now, when my clients got just one of those singular services by themselves, it was $120 each, which means the package would be a value of $240. But what I did was reduce the price down slightly to $200 because it didn't cost me any extra time to do these 2 services together. But what it did was increase my average spend from $120 to $200. And my clients thought they were getting an absolute deal because they were saving $40 at the same time. Now, if you have been in the industry for a while and you only offer one call service, I do highly suggest that you upskill, that you learn skills or services that will go hand in hand with what you already offer so that you can create these strategic packages yourself. If you are a beginner artist and you only at this stage know one skill, that's okay. We don't want to overwhelm you. You can still create packages with only one service, but here's what you're going to do. Let's say you are a baby brow artist and you offer hybrid brow sculpts for $75. You are going to create a package and you're going to call it the deluxe hybrid brow sculpt. So rather than the client just getting a hybrid brow sculpt, they're going to get the hybrid brow sculpt, they're going to get a 5 or 10 minute face or head massage, they're going to get the jelly eye mask and lip mask, and you're going to increase the price from $75 up to $105. So for an extra $30, they can feel so pampered and it's going to give them the best experience possible. They're going to tell all of their friends about it and they're going to want to book back in because they're going to feel so good when they leave. So in case you didn't get it, lesson number 1 is packages. Be strategic with your packages. It's going to increase your average income and it's going to allow you to increase your revenue without burning out. Lesson number 2 is all about client aftercare, actually educating them and then upselling the aftercare products that they already need. And I know some of you are going to sit here and be like, oh, I just feel so awkward trying to sell them products. I feel like a sleazy car salesman. But when you do it the right way, it really isn't pushy and it's very natural to do. This is how I like to explain it. You and your client need to be a team. You need to create beautiful work, create beautiful results, and then you need to give them all of the knowledge so that they can do their part, which is following through with aftercare and maintaining their lashes or brows to get the best results possible. At the end of the day, regardless if you decide to sell lash serums or brow serums or lash cleansers or not, your clients need this stuff to get the best results possible post-service. So you may as well be the person that is going to upsell the products to them and get a couple of extra dollars in each appointment. Now, the key is, as I said earlier on, all about how you approach this conversation. It can be really awkward and really pushy if you do it the wrong way, but if you do it the right way, it's very natural. So rather than telling a client who's just had a brow lamination that they need to buy this oil that I stock on the shelves, what you're going to do is remind them of the aftercare and then explain the why behind the aftercare. So for example, what I used to say to my clients who just had a brow lamination, I tell them all of the aftercare and I would always leave the hydration part until the end. And then I would finish off the aftercare spiel by saying something like, now that you've had your brows laminated, you need to continue to hydrate them with a brow serum or a brow oil to get the best results possible. If you don't use a brow serum or a brow oil, it's kind of like going to the hairdressers, getting your hair bleached, and then not following through with a treatment or any conditioner or any hair oil. The hair will be dry and compromised, and it will probably end up snapping and not looking as good as it should. Then, once I've said that, I will literally go to grab the oil off of the shelf and I'll say, we do have our oil here. Would you like to get this today? You can see now how much smoother that was, and I explained the benefits behind it so it doesn't feel pushy. It's a genuine thing that they actually need. I'm not trying to trick a client into getting something that they don't need. It is very genuine, therefore it feels very natural. Lesson number 3 is all about automation. This is not one of those fun, sexy lessons. It is boring as, but it saves you so much extra time so that you can get in and serve those extra clients and make that extra money. This is literally one of those lessons that's all about working smarter, not harder. There is no reason as business owners that we should be manually sending out every single message to every single client to remind them of their appointment, to follow up with them if they didn't rebook in, to check in with how the results have gone. So if you do not have your back end automated, you are wasting your time and you're literally cutting your own income. That's all from me. I hope you found this video super helpful. And more importantly, I hope that you actually implement these 3 steps, because that's when the shift happens. You don't have a shift in business or an increase in income just by watching this video. It's when you start to take the steps that are going to move that needle forward that you will see the result. As always, if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I genuinely love hearing from you guys and answering your questions. And 9 times out of 10, if you're thinking of that question, so is someone else. And lastly, let me know how it goes in a month's time once you have implemented these steps, because I can guarantee you will increase your income. Bye.